Hi, it's Naomi Nygaard here, and I'm the founder and creator of the Food and Body Freedom Steps, and I help women and men every day find new, empowered relationships with their bodies, themselves, and calmer, more peaceful relationships with food. Now, it's such a strange time for us all, and I guess the only word on most of our lips at the moment is COVID. I am hearing an increased number at the moment of people finding themselves up against it when it comes to some of those old habits coming back, whether that's reaching for foods that give quick energy, that distract and numb out emotions like fear, stress, anxiety, or whether that's actually going into more of a controlling mode where we're extra keen on losing weight, we're extra motivated with some grueling exercise routines, fighting the appetites of our bodies, and sometimes often successfully quelling down our natural appetites. So whatever extreme with food relates to you, whether it's overeating compulsively or undereating compulsively, you may feel that at this time there are more challenges in that area for you. And if that's the case, then listen on, because I'm going to share a meditation with you that will really offer those protective strategies inside you the opportunity to put their feet on the coffee table, maybe just for a few moments during this meditation. Whatever your highest stress is about at the moment, whether it's that your business or your investments or your work are threatened or even disappearing because of COVID, whether it's that you're frightened because you're not able to get the same groceries you normally would, or order the same essential items online, or even speak to customer services about anything. Maybe you're fearful of your own health right now, or the health of a loved one. Just notice what it is that your greatest fear is right now, and be willing, even for just a moment, to experience that fear and bring it into this meditation. This is what's there to be healed. So take a breath, settle back. Notice any areas of obvious tension. It might be around your jaw, your shoulders. It might be that your belly feels tight or constricted. These are some typical places that we tend to hold stress, anxiety, emotion. Could be your pelvis is on lockdown right now. And just see if you can offer yourself a moment of breath, deeper breath, even going into the abdominal muscles, like really a low down deep breath. Can you give yourself that gift? And another cleansing breath, just noticing, how does your rib cage feel? Can it move freely like bellows? Or is there a holding? Are you holding yourself in to try and find safety and compensate for difficult, tumultuous times by literally tightening in your body? Okay, see if you can just relax just 1 millimeter within your muscle fibers. Can there be a little letting go? And take one more breath, and then see what resources are needed to help those parts of you that are currently struggling with food to feel that they don't need to turn to those strategies in order to find safety and calm and peace. Just open yourself to the possibility that those parts of you, whether they're reaching for the crunchy nut cornflakes or the muffin, or whether they are controlling your food, whether they're trying to eat less to feel in control. Whatever part is up for you, see whether they can be open to the idea, just a little suggestion of a hint of a light bulb of an idea, that they don't need to work that hard to keep you safe at this time. See whether they can open to the awareness that you're there with them and that there are other resources that you have access to. Could be that you have access to a guide or two. Could be that that guide shows up as an animal. And as I say that, notice what animal comes to your mind. It could be that that's a guide for you at this time. And that there are qualities belonging to that guide that could be useful for you right now. Just take in the qualities of that animal that you see. All animals have positive qualities. And then see if you can access the qualities of yourself. Your higher self, your lower self, your deeper self. Your most mysterious, wise, quiet and still self. And how that manifests inside you, but also all around you, all around us, all of us. In nature, between each other, even if we're not physically connected right now. Just invite in some of those qualities that I know are there for you in absolute abundance, in infinite supply. When those parts that try and control and feel understandably stressed and busy right now, when they can relax, we have infinite access. And sometimes I find it helpful to invite in some images that can represent that access that we all have. So see what image wants to come. It may be that you picture yourself as a newborn kitten in the loving mouth of safety and love, that you're being held and cared for. Or it may be that you picture yourself resting back in a loving palm that's very gently carrying you, that you can really trust that you can lie back and be carried right now. That all the answers for practical things that you need to do will come to you calmly, one thing at a time, without the need for stress or hurrying or fear. Even in the most difficult times, we do not need to use food or under-eating to try and compensate for the support that we fear is not there. Just let your parts know that. See how they respond. Do they believe you? Do they believe me? And let yourself be carried in that palm or as that kitten, or whatever image comes to you right now. And then maybe an image of nature comes in that could be peaceful, that could represent that vastness of wisdom, that true holding, outside of the structures we've created for safety, like money, technology, Amazon, Waitrose online, all of these outside structures of safety. See whether we can look beyond and deeper than those, to nature. And for you, that scene might be a calm sea, vast, vast horizon. Or a cool moon or gently swaying leaves of a forest, dappled light, the warmth of the sun. Just let an image come to you, let yourself rest into it, connect with it. And now finally, I invite you to call on the resources of your ancestors. Now, I believe our ancestors can be a real resource at this time, but we may need to hand back some stuff that they've passed down to us in order to access their wisdom and their love for us. So like me, you may be someone that has a heritage from the wars where there was scarcity, where there was fear, there was conflict, where there was uncertainty, rationing. The streets were empty, it was dangerous. A lot of these echoes of these things are coming at us right now. Memories from before our lives. Not enough money, not enough food, uncertainty about the future. So maybe thank those ancestors for getting through those times so that they could continue to make babies, so that we could be alive. But also pass back what they were never able to emotionally process, what their bodies held on to, what their fear held on to. Pass it back now. You might invite an image of doing that into your mind, whether that's kind of handing over a heavy knapsack, or maybe kind of passing back over your shoulders some kind of feeling of heaviness that you have, knowing they're willing to take back what they never processed and thus passed down to you. Thank them for what they went through, but firmly give back what doesn't belong to you that might be coming up for you at this difficult time. And trust that they can hold that, or they can let that go, or pass that back if that wasn't theirs. Pass it back through the generations and feel the lightness. Feel how it feels not to be carrying what isn't yours from the past. Just breathe into that. Feel your own body. You might want to give yourself a little shake, or shake off anything left over. And then connect with their resources, their resilience, their survival, and their love for you. How proud they must be of you now, watching how you're thriving, how you're leaning into possibilities for change and growth, how you're facing your feelings, even at this challenging time, how you're opening yourself to support inside and out. Just take in, even for a moment, how proud they must be. Feel your heart connected to theirs. Your great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents, your grandparents, particularly those that have passed into the other life, the life beyond life. And now feeling all around you the resources of your ancestors, your guides, nature, your higher, deeper, lower self, your wisdom. And check back in with those parts of you that feel they need to take care of you in that pretty stressful way of distracting you through overeating or trying to control your food, keep you from not eating. Whatever strategies they have that take so much energy and that they've been working so hard with, probably, and maybe especially lately with all of this happening. See whether they can notice that there are these other resources available. They may not. But sowing a seed is important. They may not need to work as hard as they have been. See if they can take that in, even just a moment. See if they trust me. They may not. Check it out. And now we're going to come out of this meditation, and so I invite you to wriggle your toes and fingers and maybe circle your shoulders or neck. And I congratulate you for taking this time out for yourself at this difficult time, and for facing any difficulty you might be having in your relationship with food. know that you're not alone. Feel free to reach out to me, comment on this video, reach out by email, or just say hi. How's this time for you? I'd love to know. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your feelings, so share those with me. And don't be alone through this. We can't do this alone. So again, I'm Naomi Nygaard. I'm the founder of Food and Body Freedom Steps. And I wish you a peaceful, safe and happy day.